And welcome to another episode of Rod's Tabletop Hoops. I have returned from a 2-week trip to the East Coast, visiting the states of Massachusetts, Maine, including Acadia National Park, in a tent, in a thunderstorm. That was quite an experience. On to New Hampshire and Vermont, capital of Vermont, Montpelier, back down to Springfield, Massachusetts, where he visited the Springfield Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, located right off of a freeway and kind of in a little mall-like area with multiple shops, including the Hall of Fame exhibit, which was quite interesting. I will do a little more talk about the Hall of Fame in my next video. This video, I'm just going to be focusing on the return of the NBA Super Centers Tournament, a tournament I have not been playing since April. I got an influx of new games, got an influx of a new trailer, done a lot of traveling, and the new game from the trailer just kind of blanked out the CB2K Super Centers Tournament for a number of months, but I want to complete this tournament and have not played any additional games since that time. So this is a return to the tournament. We're going to start off today with the Game of the Century 2, Houston and UCLA of 1968. UCLA won in a super landslide in game number 1, and that means the Cougars are on the brink of elimination. You can tell by the chart down here, Kansas won 2 low-scoring, hard-fought games with Bill Russell's San Francisco team. Kansas Jayhawks, led by Chamberlain, squeaked out a Game 2 victory. Game 1, 81 Virginia and Sampson versus Walton and 72 UCLA. UCLA staved off a nice comeback by the Cavaliers, but Sampson and company could not overtake the Walton game. A lot of turnovers and things for Virginia, and despite Sampson's great effort and Walton's mediocre game, UCLA still hung on. The other rematch was the 84 championship. Georgetown and Houston. Houston got off to a good start, but then suddenly fell prey to the Hoyas' great defense, and now Georgetown leads that series 1-0. All right, before we get into some gameplay, I was just going to show you my sportsbook pickups from the East Coast. Little town of Bath, Maine, very coastal, very beautiful. Went into this bookstore and you just knew it was going to have a lot of good old used sports books, because it was looking like some of those shelves were going to tip over. And I went for this book here called The Winning Basket. Not even a nonfiction book. It's actually a story. And I just found the book incredibly charming. So I figured it was worth the investment. Just a little reading, little novel. Back in an earlier day, this book dates back to 1948, so should be an interesting little story, and we'll see how that one works out. This one's from Boston, down in the Boston district there, and it was on a free little library book stand in the Boston area, and so therefore, this book called The Natural, a baseball novel, was there, and it was free, and I'm like going, I can't pass this up. I know my brothers read this book maybe for a class back in the 1980s. This book, at the time, was sold for $1.25. I'm sure that's probably indicating its copyright is much earlier. Let's see, when was this one? Original copyright 1961. This is a 1972 version, in pretty good shape. Got a little ding here, a little paper loss there, but once again, having watched the movie The Natural, not having read the book, that makes for some necessary reading. And I know already that the outcome is different than in The Natural, the movie with Robert Redford. Book number 3, a favorite, and this one was from a place in Boston called the Brattle Book Shop. This bookstore was the best bookstore I went to, I think, of all. It was not as, not that my bargain basement ones in that crusty bookstore in Bath weren't very good, but the Brattle Bookshop was so well organized. They had a ton of good baseball books. I'm kind of limiting myself to basketball in this day and age, although I did get that free one, The Natural. But this one is a bookstore to see if you're ever in Boston. Brattle Bookshop even has an outdoor area in an alley where they just have $1, $3, and $5 books just sitting there. Didn't have time to go back and check out what those books were going to be like. But this book, called Stuff It by Dick Motta, who just turned 93 years old, just had so much character. And I think for $10 plus tax, that's how much it costs. Very reasonably priced books. But I wanted to get this one because this is reminiscent of the early to mid-'70s Bulls when they were a defensive juggernaut. And Dick Motta was showing the way as they went deep into the playoffs. Never made it to the finals, but boy, a good also-ran team every single year. This book is more of like an early kids book. I used to own this one. I think in my childhood years I had Hot Shots. Just has a lot of good quotes and everything in it. There's Rick Barry right there. How can you go wrong? But it's just fun to see what the perspectives were in the early 1970s and everything. Pistol Pete right here. It just goes on and on with great players. Dr. J. I think this goes through the 72-73 season or something. Book wasn't in perfect shape, but I think it was $5. How could I pass that up? I used to have it. I think our crawl space in my folks' home, a pipe broke loose and spread water all over this box of books that I had when I was in college, and this one got soiled, so nice to re-add that to my collection. And finally, being in the Boston area, another one from that crusty bookstore in Bath, Don't Be Denied My Story by M.L. Carr, so it was just a must for me. $5, great shape. And of course, everyone remembers M.L. Carr is the fabulous towel waver for the Celtics, and actually a pretty good player his first couple of years there. People mostly remember the towel wagging because that's when Bird took over, and that team won a couple titles with M.L. Carr there, I believe. Did he get 2 titles? That's a great question. Yeah, the answer to that question is yes. Carr did win titles in 81 and 84 for those Celtics. I believe his career best with Boston was, well, let's see, 1985, let's see. In 1980, his first year in Boston, he averaged 11.1 points per game in 24.3 minutes per game. And so he also got 1.5 steals a game after being the steals leader in Detroit in 78-79 at 2.5 steals per game when he had a career best 18.7. Of course, he was playing 40 minutes a game with those lowly 79 Pistons, where he became a very strong bench player for the Celtics from 1980 through 1985, and that's how he ended his career. All right, the Houston Cougars and the UCLA Bruins take the floor. Elvin Hayes starting at the power forward slot because technically Ken Spain apparently was the center, played 36 minutes a game, so they will not be facing directly off Hayes and Alcindor. Hayes at 36.8 points per game, Alcindor at 26.2. Cougars need a win to stay alive. UCLA holds on for a victory, and they advance to round 2 in their bracket, where they will face the winner of Houston and Georgetown of 1984. All right, I'm going to give, let's see if I can remember how to play CB2K. Once again, no block shots are kept in CB2K, so I just do a volunteer block. On the defensive cards, 9 and 9, they're empty. I'm going to give a block to the opposing superstar, Hayes and Alcindor. If I roll a 3, they're both empty, and I'll do a random block by either a guard or the other forwards. So we'll see how many blocks we get today, but we do have steals and assists, things like that. I just got to remember the rules. I've got the cards I guess it's 25 cards per 5 minutes. There's 100 cards, so I'm doing 5-minute increments to keep track of minutes. And so I'm going to give Alcindor 1 extra point over Hayes just because of the height advantage. And so Hayes gets, for the jump, 1. Alcindor is going to get this with his 4. So UCLA is going to get the ball to the center. That's Lou. Alcindor, offensive column. That's a good start for him. And let's see what he does. And that's a 6. And that's no good by Alcindor. Rebound, offensive power forward, which is Hayes, which is 25. Offensive power forward. Lacey, 12. Defensive small forward. Lee, 15. So Lee will get the rebound. Theodis Lee for Houston. And here they come. Point guard. George Reynolds. Team defense. Team defense of UCLA is very good. No teams below 40% shooting. And that looks like a basket on a 10. So George Reynolds gets Houston off to a good start. 2-0. And let's see. Any assists? Small forward, 12. No. Okay, the Bruins are going to get the ball to their point guard. Lucius Allen, offensive column, had a great game last game, but misses his first shot this game. Rebound, defensive point guard, George Reynolds. Game flows pretty smoothly in Andy Vecellio's CB2K basketball, available at ASG Games. So Houston's going to come down point guard. Offense, Reynolds going up again, 5. This time he draws the foul, and it's a foul 2. And we'll do a randomizer of the foul 1 through 5. If it's a 6, it'll just be the defender. And that's a 6, just going to be the defender. Lucius Allen with his first. Reynolds, a 2 to 8 free throw shooter, among the few good foul shooters on this terrible foul shooting Houston team. And Reynolds sinks it. And he misses the second. (3-0) Houston. Rebound on the free throw. This is offensive small forward, so we're going to give it to Theodis Lee offensively. And it's going to go to the small forward Lee. Oh, can you go up with that shot? Oh, that's a good question. On a missed free throw, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to hold the ball out. Just say he grabbed the long rebound. And it's going to go to small forward anyway. So it's a 4 or better. Lee is a 5, so he's going to shoot it. And that's an 8, no good by Lee. Rebound. Offensive small forward Lee with a 10. Defensive center Lou Alcindor gets the board. Here comes UCLA. Shooting guard Warren. Team defense of Houston. And that's a 6. A miss by Mike Warren. 0 for 3 for UCLA. Rebound. Offensive center Tudice. He's got a 31. He's already got the rebound. Alcindor offensive rebound, and he will go up with a putback shot. That's an 8. That's a miss. UCLA off to a slow start. Offensive shooting guard with a rebound. That's going to be Mike Warren. Warren's going to go up. And that's a 6. No good. UCLA's 0 for 5. Got to look for another rebound here. Shooter versus defender. Warren, who has a 3. Defender, Don Chaney is a great rebounding guard. Small forward, that's going to be Lee. Offense, Lee. That's a 4. No good for Lee. Rebound, defensive small forward, Lynn Shackelford. UCLA gets it to their power forward. That's Lacey. Defender is Hayes. That's an 8. A pass. Center, Alcindor. Offensive column. 10 scores. Lou Alcindor gets UCLA on the board. It's 3-2, assisted by Warren. And back come the Cougars, point guard. Reynolds, defended by Allen. 8, that's a steal. Turnover Reynolds. And Lucius Allen with a steal. And Fast break. Allen's going to go all the way. That's a 9. He's going to draw the foul. Two-shotter. Foul on Spain. Ken Spain, his first. Allen with 2 shots. Good. And a miss. Not a great foul shooter either. UCLA 3-3. Rebound on the free throw. Defensive team rebound for Houston. Houston gets the ball to Lee. Offensive column. Haven't gone to Hayes yet. No good by Lee. 0 for 3 for Lee. Rebound offensive center +1 dive versus Alcindor. No chance. Alcindor with a 33. Goes the shooting guard, Warren. Offensive column for Warren. That's a 5. No good by Warren. 0 for 3 for Warren. Rebound offensive shooting guard, defensive point guard. And George Reynolds at the boards. Good rebounding guards for the Cougars. Ball goes to Reynolds. Offensive column. That's 5. He draws another foul, and this time it's on Edgar Lacey. Second team foul. Reynolds, 2 shots. Hits it. Misses again. So once again, the foul shooting has just been mediocre so far. Rebounded by Alcindor on the second free throw. And that's already 4 rebounds for Alcindor. Ball goes the shooting guard, Warren. Offensive column, 9. Assist, Warren. 2 points for UCLA. They take a lead. We'll give the points to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lucius Allen gets on the board. He's got 3. First field goal, 5-4 UCLA. Small forward, offensively again. 4. No good again, 0 for 4. Lee, no shots for Hayes. Rebounded by Alcindor. That is 5. 5 rebounds for Lou. He's got the ball. He's on offense. Alcindor goes up. 6, and he misses again. Getting that 6 and 8 quite a bit. Alcindor misses. Rebound high at the offensive guard. Let's see. Got a 5 there. Looks like Allen. High at the defensive guard. 15 for Chaney. If I'm reading that correctly. Yeah, they're not going to get many of those. Ball goes the power forward. That is the Big E. Defenders Lacey. And Lacey forces him to pass. Goes into Spain. Defenders Alcindor. That's another pass. Point guard is Reynolds. Team defense of UCLA. That's a 4. No good by Reynolds. Good stop by the Bruins. Rebounded by the offensive center. It's Spain. He's going up 11. Turnover, Ken Spain. Small forward, known as Shackelford. Lynn Shackelford. Offensive column, no. It's not a shooter's delight here so far. Rebound offensive point guard versus defensive shooting guard. We're just going to shoot it over to Chaney, who's already got 3 boards. Ball goes to Reynolds. Offensive column, 11. No good by Reynolds. Rebound. Defensive center, Lou Alcindor again. 6 rebounds for Lou. He's got the ball. Team defense of Houston. 6. Missed shot by Lou. Rolling all 6 and 8s. Alcindor is 1 for 5. Rebound offensive small forward. 6. Defensive small forward. 15. And Theodis Lee with the board as we come upon the 15-minute mark of the first half. Point guard is George. Defense of UCLA. That's an 11. That's a pass. And so it's still going to go point guard. Reynolds again, point guard. 2 are better on offense? No, but there definitely are a couple players here. All 3 of those guys are 5, so 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6. We're going to give it to Chaney, offensive column, 10. Pass. Stays with Chaney. Team defense of UCLA. 8. Good. Chaney scores. Someone hits. 6-5. Houston. This is small forward 9. No. Ball goes into Edgar. Lacey going in. High percentage shooter. 8. He's going to pass the ball. No, he's going to keep the ball. Gets it back. Offensive column again. 4. Assist. Edgar Lacey. UCLA takes the lead back. Let's give ourselves an auto basket to Mike Warren, who needed that desperately. He's 1 for 4. UCLA is up 7-6. Spain with the ball. Hayes has not shot yet. Team defense. 4. No good. No good. Who was that? Oh, that was Spain. No good. Rebound. Offensive small forward 1 die. I think he's going to get this. Yes. Theodis Lee, offensive glass. He's going up. 10. No. Lee's 0 for 5. Rebound. Offensive small forward Theodis Lee. It doesn't stop him from grabbing another rebound. That is 5 rebounds. He's going up one more time. 7. No good. Lee 0 for 6. Might need to put him on the bench. Guy Lewis might need to make a move here. Offensive power forward has a 25. Defensive shooting guard. Well, looks like Hayes is going to snag that rebound. Houston leading in the rebound department now 13-8. Hayes is going up. That's a 12, and that's an assist for the Biggie. Basket goes to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. George Reynolds for 2. And despite shooting just 25% from the floor, they're up 8-7 over UCLA. Small forward, Shackelford. 5 or better? No. But we do have a 5 right here. Oh, I got to remember the Lou Alcindor on the passes. Looks like Warren or Alcindor. And we're going to go to Lou. 8. I've rolled 6 and 8 almost every time, except for once. And it's another miss. Rebound shooter versus defender. Alcindor is going to grab his own rebound. It's going up one more time. No 6s or 8s. It's a 9. It's good. Alcindor. 2 for 7. Puts it in. Working on those boards. 7 rebounds in about 6 or 7 minutes. Here comes Houston. Center. Team defense. UCLA, good defensive team. 3. I'm going to call that a block. Miss by Spain. We're going to give the block to, let's see, it'd be 1, 2, 3. It'd be Lacey on the block. There. As I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the rebound, defensive power forward is going to be Edgar Lacey. Lacey with the ball still. Team defense of Houston. 6. No good. No one is shooting the ball very well. Rebound. Shooter versus defender. It looks like Elvin Hayes is easily going to grab his second rebound. He has yet to shoot the ball. Point guard offense. George Reynolds 5 draws another foul. 1. Mike Warren, his first of the game. And Reynolds is going to get 2 more shots. 7. Good. 4. Good. 10-9. Houston takes the lead. Center. Big Lou. Another 6. Another miss. 2 for 8. Amazing how many 6s and 8s I keep rolling. Rebound defensive small forward. It's going to be Lee, who's also not hitting from the floor. Goes into Spain. Offensive column for Spain. 8 draws the foul. 2, it's going to be on Edgar Lacey, his second. 4th, team foul. 2 shots for Spain. Well, 2-7. Misses the first. No one's hit 2 free throws in a row yet. And Spain misses them both. Rebound. Offensive point guard. versus defensive point guard. Let's see, offensive point guard is a 4. Defensive point guard is a 19. So Lucius Allen can really grab rebounds. I was going to give him more points as well, just if it was close, because free throws you award a little extra for rebounds. Small forward, Shackelford, offense. He needs a high number. He does not get it. Missed shot on his offensive column, rebounded by offensive power forward, Edgar Lacey. He's going to pump it back up. 7, good. Edgar Lacey puts it in off the glass. UCLA up 11-10 in this low-scoring affair. Not as bad as the 50s Dons versus Jayhawks. That was crazy. All right. Did I just do that, or did I offensive power forward? Yeah. So it's going to be power forward. Offense, Elvin Hayes. That's a 5. It's good. Biggie gets a shot off. 37 points a game. His first attempt of the game for Houston. Just the way the ball bounces, though, sometimes. Reynolds gets an assist. Ball goes to Lynn Shackelford. 1 or better on offense? No. But we do have 2 guys that are 1 or better, so Alcindor and Allen. We'll give it to Lucius. Lucius goes up. That's an 8. It's no good. Those even numbers just aren't working for UCLA. Rebound, shooter versus defender. Yeah, George Reynolds easily grabs the board. Good rebounding guards for Houston, as I mentioned. Reynolds, offense, goes up 6. No. Shooting woes continue. Got to feed Big E. 27% shooting. Not going to cut it. Rebounded by Alcindor. It does pave the way for a lot of rebounds. 8 for Alcindor. Ball goes to Shackelford. Defender is Lee. 10. Pass. Now I got to look at that. I can't remember. I think we have a 2 here. Sliding a little bit because I've tilted the sides of the board to reduce the glare. I think I can roll a 2 or a 2 to 3 with 2 dice and see if we can get a shot off of this. No. Okay, shooting guard. It's going to be Warren. Defensive Chaney. 8. That's a steal. Turnover Warren. Chaney with the steal. He's going to take it coast to coast. 5. Assist. Don Chaney. Houston. Going to give the ball to Elvin Hayes for his second field goal. Big E needs that little confidence boost as we get closer to the 10-minute mark of the first half. Point guard Lucius. Team defense of Houston. That's a 7. That's good. Lucius Allen hits on Houston's team defense. Little luck goes their way. They're only shooting 30%. Ball goes into Spain. Defender is Alcindor. 6. That's going to be a pass. Do we have any? Oh, Hayes will get the ball. It's 2 to 7. And it is. So it does go to Elvin. Defender is Lacey. 2. That's a pass. But if it's Hayes, I believe, and it is, it's going to still be his defense. 8. There's a steal. Turnover Hayes. Steal by Edgar. Edgar's going to try and take it all the way. 7. Scores on the dunk, on the break. UCLA with another big steal, and they regain the lead on that play. Assists, no. Small forward, Theodis Lee, not shooting the ball very well. Here we go. 12. He scores. Lee, 1 for 7. Good shooters are going to keep shooting, I guess. Shooting guard, 3 assist. Don Chaney. And Houston leads 16-15. Edgar Lacey, 4 or better, no. But we know that both Allen and Alcindor have a 5. Going to give it to Lucius. Offense, 9 draws the foul. 4. 2, 3, 4. Theodis Lee is his first. Second team foul. Allen to the line. Hits. And he makes it. Someone makes 2 free throws. UCLA back in front, 17 to 16. Small forward. Lead defenders Lynn. That's going to be a pass, but it could be Hayes, 5. Defenders Lacey, 6. Foul. Edgar Lacey's 3rd. Ooh, that was a bad move by me. And that is the 5th team foul. So Houston retains possession. Going to have to make a little change here. Well, we got 2 cards left. Let's just keep going. Point guard. Offense. Reynolds, 8. Assist. George Reynolds with the assist. And the points go to 3. 1, 2, 3. Ken Spain, who was 0 for 2, finally gets on the board. 18-17 Houston, small forward. Lynn Shackelford, team defensive. Oh, another 7. It's good. Lynn Shackelford scores. That's the best luck UCLA's had. And they lead 19-18 with 10 minutes to play in half number 1. Back to live action with some wholesale changes for both sides. I'm taking a few of the key players out for some of the teams just to give them maybe a 3 to 5 minute rest. Vern Lewis, point guard, Carlos Bell, power forward, and Tom Gribben, streaky shooting guard. Streaky meaning not so great shooting guard have come in for Houston. Ken Heights, Mike Lynn, and Jim Nielsen are all coming in for UCLA. Most of these 3 players, at least for UCLA, played in almost every game. Tom Gribben virtually played, I think, in almost every game as well. So let's see what let's see, who was the last card on the deck from the first half of the first half. If that makes any sense. It's the power forward. And so the power forward is Carlos Bell for Houston. And he's got it on his offensive column. And that's a 6. He draws the foul. And that's going to be on 5. Lucius Allen. And Lucius has 2 fouls. And that is the 6th team foul. Carlos Bell makes a free throw on 2 to 8. Not too bad. That's good. And Bell comes in and draws a huge foul on Allen. And 2 free throws. Houston, 20. UCLA, 19. Power forward is going to be Mike Lynn for UCLA. Oh, wait a minute. I can put Nielsen at power forward. So let's switch those around. Lynn, actually last minute choice of Nielsen. So Nielsen can actually rebound. So he'll be the power forward. And what's Nielsen going to do? It's going to be a defensive call. Carlos Bell on the other end. 3. He does foul. Bell is a bit of a fouler there, as you can see on his card. Fouls up and down. That is team foul number 3. All right. So UCLA retains possession. Bruins get the ball to Mike Lynn. Offensive column. And Lynn gets a 6. That's no good. Rebound offensive small forward 9. Defensive small forward 12. Don Chaney moving up to that small forward slot. And the ball's going to go to the shooting guard. That's Tom Gribben. Not much of a shooting guard. Team defense of UCLA anyway. And that's a 10. Good. Tom Gribben, 33% shooter, pops it in for Houston, and they're up by 3 in this big win or go home game for the Cougars. Power forward 11, no. Ball goes back to Mike Lynn. 2 or better, he is. And that's the question. Am I using the 2, or is it automatically, do I got to divide it between the 3 players? That is a really good question. I think I'm going to give it to Lynn on this case, just because he has the ability to at least 2. So, offensive column. That's a 7. No good by Mike Lynn. 0 for 2 since coming back. Rebound. High offensive versus high defensive. Well, Hayes playing center is a 30. High offense is Alcindor with a 31. So it looks like Lou is going to grab another rebound. 9th rebound, and he's going up. That's an 11. Assist Lou Alcindor. Great pass by Sweet Lou. I love the capital A assists. And the basket goes to Lucius Allen playing with those 2 fouls. I'll get him out at the 5-minute mark is what I'm hoping to do. Here comes the power forward. Carlos Bell, defender, is Nielsen. And that's a steal by Nielsen from Bell. And Nielsen's going to keep it and go all the way to the hoop. That's a 6. That's a pass, but if I roll a 2 or a 2 to 3 according to this, no, it's going to be a pass. Shooting guard, Ken Heights. Offense, Heights with the ball. That's a 5, no good by Heights. So the bench players have combined for 0 for 3 since coming in for UCLA. Rebound, offensive power forward, +1 die. 12. Carlos Bell's a 26. Let's just give him that rebound. Ball goes to Vern Lewis, coach's kid, offensive column. 8, assist. Vern Lewis. The great pass. Points are going to go to for Don Chaney for 2 for 2 for Chaney. Houston shooting is up to 45%. UCLA still around 35%. Ball goes to the small forward. It's going to go to Lynn. Team defense of Houston. 6, no good by Lynn. He's 0 for 3 since coming in. And he hasn't seen a shot he doesn't like. Offensive power forward. Once again, 12. Defensive power forward. Carlos Bell hammers the boards. Houston's bench doing a little better since coming in. Since the break, the 10-minute mark. Shooting guard, Gribben. Team defense of UCLA. That's a 7. No good by Gribbs. Probably not his nickname. Rebounded by defensive small forward. That's going to be Mike Lynn coming off the bench. Grabbing the board, handing it off to Lou Alcindor. Defender is the Big E. Facing off. That's a pass unless I roll a 2 or a 2 to 3, I guess. No, it's a pass. Shooting guard, Heights. Defender's Gribben. 4, that's a steal. Turnover, Heights. UCLA can't handle the ball. Here comes Gribben. Breakaway, 9, no good. He's 1 for 3, which is his average percentage. Rebound, offensive small forward. 3, defensive shooting guard. Heights is a 9, so Heights will grab that rebound for UCLA. Ball goes back to Lynn. Lynn wants it. He was hot in game 1. 10, turnover. Lynn not having a great stretch here. Center, Big E. Team defense of UCLA, 7, no good by Big E. 2 for 3. Rebound. High offensive versus high defensive. Offensive center, 21. Defensive, Lou Alcindor. I don't know why I'm even looking so hard. Lou controlling the glass despite being down. And Lou has 10 boards, and he has the ball. Team defense of Houston. That's a 5. That's an offensive foul on Lou Alcindor. And that is his first. Tough break for the Bruins. Small forward, Chaney. Defenders, Lynn. And Lynn fouls him. And that's 7 team fouls. That triggers the 1-and-1, 1 plus the penalty. Chaney's got to make the first to earn a second free throw. No, he missed it. He's 2 to 7. Not a great foul shooter. Rebound shooter versus defender. And his shooter, offensive small forward 3, defender. Lynn grabs the rebound. And UCLA has the ball. Shooting guard, Kenny Heights. Offense, that's a 5. No good. UCLA still cannot throw it in the ocean, but is only down by 3. Offensive point guard, 5. Defensive point guard, 4, but he gets a die, so we're going to give Vern Lewis the rebound. Shooting guard, Tom Gribben. Gonna fire. 12. Turnover on Gribben. Not gonna fire. Real sluggish game with just about 6.5 minutes to go in the half. Power forward Lynn. Defender is Chaney. That's a steal. 5 through 8 and 11, 12. That is a tough defensive card. Don Chaney. Another steal. He's going to take it coast to coast. 9. He scores! Don Chaney, 3 for 3 from the floor. Makes it on the break. They're going to say, is there an assist? Point guard 1. You do an award an assist, so maybe he went to Lewis, back to Chaney for the layup. And it's 26-21. UCLA not hitting more than 32%. Center. Lou backs in, throws the skyhook up. Nope, he's going to draw the foul. It'll be on Gribben. And Lou's going to get 2 free throws. 4th team foul on Houston. Good. Alcindor makes the first. 10 does not make the second. 26-22 rebound offensive power forward. Yeah, it's going to be Elvin Hayes pretty easily for Houston, who's in the driver's seat. 26-22, the way these points are being scored. It's a big lead. Point guard, Ferdinand Lewis. 3 or better, no. Is there any 3s on here? Obviously, Hayes and Bell. They'll play for it. Let's see. 2. Bell. Fires 12. Draws the foul. That's going to be on Lou. Alcindor, and that is going to be number 2 on Lou. Bell, he doesn't have that great a backup either. I don't even know who the backup center would be. I guess it'd be Lacey who's in foul trouble. Bell's going to get 2 free throws, though. And let's see what he does. Not a good foul shooter. Well, he's 2 to 8. That's not too bad. Missed the first, though. And he makes the second. So 27-22 Houston. Ball going to go to Lynn. Lynn fires away. 9. It's good. Finally, Mike Lynn. 1 for 4 for UCLA. 27-24. Assist Kenny Heights. And here comes the shooting guard. Gribben going to fire away. 8. No good. Rebound offensive small forward. Chaney 4. Defensive small forward. Mike Lynn grabs another rebound. That gives him 3. Ball goes into Lou. Team defense of Houston. No good. Alcindor not hitting from the floor. Offensive power forward Nielsen with the rebound. He's going up. 6. Well, if it's a 2 or 2 to 3, it's a 2. So it's going to be Allen or Alcindor. I'll go 1 to 3, 4 to 6. Alcindor, team defense. 10. It's good. Lou Alcindor gets to shoot that because of the pass indicators, and it's 27-26. Houston by 1 power forward. It's going to be, and keep sliding down, Carlos Bell, offensive column. 8, no good. Rebound, offensive small forward 3. Defensive point guard Allen grabs the board. 5 minutes remaining in the half. All right, Shackelford returns. Mike Warren returns. Lucius Allen leaves the game for UCLA. For Houston, George Reynolds returns, playing shooting guard with Vern Lewis still in the game because he's been passing the ball reasonably well with 2 assists. UCLA ball, power forward, based on a card, the last drawn card over here. 5 minutes to play. It's going to be Shackelford. Defender is Chaney. That's a great defensive player. 4. Oh, foul Don Chaney. I put the whammy on Don. And that's his first foul, 5th team foul. 17 fouls, and it's a 1-on-1, as most people know. So I got a power forward. It's going to be... Oh, geez, I just did that wrong. That was not power forward. Power forward is Mike Lynn. Okay, the foul was actually on Carlos Bell on that 4. I went to the power forward defense, and so it's a foul on Bell, remove a foul from Chaney, and we continue on. Power forward still has the ball, and it's Lynn. Team defense. Lynn 7, and it's a basket for Mike Lynn. It's popped in 2 in a row since he's come in. And an assist to the small forward, Lynn Shackelford. I do not want to confuse the Lynns. Houston comes back. Now trailing by 1. Shooting guard is going to be George Reynolds. Defender is Kenny Heights, still in the game. And that's a 9. That's a steal. Turnover, Reynolds. Kenny with the steal. He's going to take it down court. That's a 5, no good. I've been rolled 3 5s on his offensive card. Sometimes the rolls work, and other times they just don't seem to follow through. 2 offensive shooting guard dice for Kenny, and he's a 7. Reynolds is a 12, so I need at least a 6. And I got a 7, so Heights going to grab the offensive rebound. He's going to go up strong with the putback. 9, assist. Ken Heights. 2-pointer. Pretty good passing in this first half. That's going to go to 2, 1, 2. Alcindor needed that one. He's now got 9 points and 10 rebounds. Not shooting the ball particularly well. Center, Hayes, defender, Lou. 5, that's a pass, but he gets to shoot it. Do it again if it's 2 to 7. It is. Alcindor, 7, pass. 2 to 7, no. They're going to pass it now. Center still in Elvin Hayes' hands. Team defense, and that's a 5. Offensive foul by the Big E. Only 3 shots and 2 points for Elvin Hayes. An unusual slow, shooting start for him. He usually is firing right off the bat. Small forward. This time it's Shackelford. Offensive column, high number, good. 8. 2 for 4 from the field for Lynn Shackelford, and UCLA suddenly is up by 5. Shooting guard, there goes Reynolds. Offensive column, that's a 9. He's going to pass, but if it's 2 to 7, Hayes is going to shoot at 6. Hayes goes up, no good. Elvin Hayes misfires, rebound, small forward, Shackelford. And Shackelford's going to keep the ball. Team defense of Houston, that's a 9. That's going to be a block by the Big E, missed by Shackelford. And the rebound, high offensive forward, which is going to be the wimpy 7 of Lynn versus high defensive forward. And Carlos Bell, who remains in the game for Spain. Maybe I should be making that change. I don't know if that's making all the difference, though. Ball goes to power forward. Bell with the ball. Defender is Lynn. Kind of a fouler, but this time he steals the ball away. Turnover, Bell. Steal by Lynn. Lynn's not stopping. He's going to go coast to coast. 11, no good by Lynn. Rebound, Elvin Hayes, who really wants the ball right now. Ball goes to power forward. That's Bell. Offensive column, 11. He scores. Carlos Bell doing some damage. 29 to 32. Assisted by power forward 2. If score, small forward 2. It will be Chaney with the assist. Shooting guard, Ken Heights. Defender is Reynolds, a great defender. Pass, unless I get that 2 for Lou Alcindor. No, power forward. Lynn, offensive column. Lynn, he scores. Mike Lynn, 2-pointer for UCLA, 34-29. Assist on the play, point guard 10. Yes, Mike Warren. All right, we're going to call timeout for Houston. They're down by 5. All right, for Houston, Spain and Theodis Lee, original game starters, return. And we'll see what happens for the final roughly 3 minutes of this half. Point guard is Reynolds. 1 or better on offense? No. Who has a 1 or better? Hayes, Chaney, and Lee. We're going to go to the Big E. Oh, yeah, Big E. That's a 10. He scores. Elvin Hayes. Assist, shooting guard 14, no. Ball goes to small forward, Lynn Shackelford. Defender is Lee. That's a 10. That's a pass. Unless I roll a 2. Nope. Power forward. That's going to be Lynn. Team defense. That's an 8. No good by Lynn. Lynn's been busy shooting since he's been in this game. Rebound, offensive shooting guard. 7. Defensive small forward. Lee's going to grab that rebound with ease. Ball goes to the center. That's Spain. Back in the game. Offensive column. 5, he scores. Ken Spain with 4. Right back into it is Houston. Assist small forward 6. Lee does get the assist. Ball goes the shooting guard. That's going to be Heights. Defender is Chaney. This is trouble. 3, pass. Unless I roll a 2 for Alcindor, which I don't. Power forward is going to be Lynn. Team defense of Houston again. 10, it's good. Lynn hits. Lynn is getting a lot of shots up. He is 3 for 8 since entering the game at the 10-minute marker. Puts UCL up by 3 points. Assist power forward. 7, no. Ball goes to the shooting guard. The Duck, Don Chaney. Defender is Heights. 9, that's another steal. Heights doing a good job on the defensive end. He's going to take it coast to coast, see what happens here. 2, draws the foul. And that's going to be on the defender, Duck Chaney, his 2nd. Chaney with 2 fouls, 16 fouls, and 2 shots for Heights. 8, it's good. And 5, it's good. Kenny Heights. And that leads me to want to take Chaney out for the final couple minutes. UCLA now up by 5 points. All right. Houston, point guard. Vern Lewis back in. 5 or better on offense. No. We got Hayes and Lee. Of course, Lee gets the ball. And that's a 7. And Theodis Lee still struggling from the field. Rebound. Offensive point guard. 1. Defensive power forward. Mike Lynn. Point guard. Mike Warren. 3 or better on offense. He is. Warren shoots it. No good. Rebounded by offensive shooting guard. That's going to be 3 for Heights. Defensive center. Ken Spain with the board. Ball goes to Spain. Spain with the defensive Lou Alcindor. That's an 11. A steal. Turnover Spain. Steal by Alcindor. Taking it coast to coast. 6, of course, cannot hit. I get 6 and 8 every time. Rebound defensive small forward Lee. Lee can't hit either. Ball goes to the point. Vern Lewis. Coach Guy Lewis's son. Defender. 3, steal. Great defense by Warren. Turnover Lewis. Unavoidable there. Mike Warren, a great defender in college. Gonna go coast to coast himself. 7, he scores. Warren, 2-pointer. 40, 33. Ball goes to the shooting guard. That's going to be Reynolds. Team defense of UCLA. That's a 10. It's good. Reynolds. Ring it up for Reynolds, and he's got 10 points. And no assist on that play. No. Running the clock out. We got the shooting guard. And that's going to be Kenny Heights. Team defense of Houston. And it's an 8. And it's no good by Heights. Rebound posted by the defensive small forward, Theodis Lee. Houston leads in the rebounding category, 27-24 at halftime. where it's UCLA 40-35. Houston shooting 43.8% from the floor, 14 for 32, 7 of 13 from the line. Hayes, 6 points and 4 rebounds. A very, very light first half for him, despite playing all 20 minutes. Alcindor for UCLA is 4 for 12, 1 for 2 from the line, 9 points, 10 rebounds. Played the whole 20 minutes. Leading scorers, George Reynolds for Houston, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists on 3 of 6 from the floor. Don Chaney, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 for 3 from the floor. UCLA just hitting 38.6 from the field. And they do have 8 steals, though, which is keeping them in the game. They're winning that battle 8-3. And the leading scorer for UCLA is Alcindor and Lucius Allen with 9. Lucius, 3 for 5 and 3 for 4 from the line for UCLA. So a good first half. Anyone's game. A little low scoring. I expect a few more points in the second half, particularly from Elvin Hayes and Lou Alcindor. It is halftime. Before I start off the second half, I was just going to make a little news note. Wayne Wisco's Computer Basketball. Wayne has sent out the 1971-72 season of cards to all those players who ordered the game earlier this year. He finishes 71-72. I was just going to show you my look of my 3 seasons. I have rounded all the corners on all of the cards, and they fit nearly perfectly in this display box. So there's 70-71 team cards. 71-72 right there. Flynn Robinson. And 72-73 right there. So I got them all in order. All the cards that are included in the 50th anniversary of Wayne Wisco's Computer Basketball. And I've got to get back to that game. Of course, there's a number of games on my list, but that's a good-looking set of cards. And it is a good game. Wayne Wisco's Computer Basketball. All right, we got one half to go. Houston's season is on the line. They are down by 5. And let's go. I got my cards all ready to roll. Do the jump ball. We're going to have Hayes and Alcindor. I'll give Alcindor 1 extra point. Hayes rolls a 5. Alcindor rolls a 4. So they're tied at 5. We'll just do that over again. Hayes rolls a 1. Alcindor rolls a 4. We'll give the ball to UCLA. And it's going to go to the power forward. That's Edgar Lacey with 3 fouls. And let's see what he does. Defender's card. Hayes. 12. Oh, that's a foul on the Big E. That's his first. First team foul. Ball goes in. Center. Lou Alcindor. I can't roll anything but a 6 and 8 apparently this game. And a 5. I rolled a 5, and it's a basket for Alcindor. He scores. Maybe the biggest lead of the game for the Bruins. Assist, no assist on the play, so we've got ourselves... Houston's got to get themselves in gear, or else their season is done. Got a power forward. That's going to be Big E. Offensive card, Big E with just 6 first half points. 3, turnover for Hayes. Ball goes into the center. Alcindor, team defensive card of Houston. It's a pretty good one. No good by Lou Alcindor. Rebound off the small forward, +1 Divers, the defensive small forward. And I already know that Theodis Lee grabs that board. He's a good boardsman for a small forward. Goes to the shooting guard. That's going to be Chaney. Chaney defended by Warren. That's an 11. That's a pass. But if I roll a 7, 2-7, it's Hayes. Nope. Small forward. Theodis Lee, is he a 5 or better? Yes, he is. We'll give him the ball. That's a 6. It's good. Lee finally hits. That's his second, only his second field goal. And he's 2 for 9, I see. Assisted by center 10. No. Houston back within 5. 37-42. Whoops, that was center. Defender, it's going to be Spain. Guarding Lou. 9. Steal. Turnover Alcindor. Steal by Spain. He's going to go. 10, no good by Spain. Trying to get a quick one off the break. Rebound, offensive shooting guard, 1 die. Well, let's see. Chaney. Yeah, he's got a 4 defensive shooting guard. It's got a 9, so it's going to take a 6 for Chaney to get it. Nope, a 5 is not enough. Warren with the rebound. Goes the power forward. That's Edgar. Defended by Hayes. 6, that's a pass unless I roll a 2 to 3. Nope, small forward. Shackelford. Offensive column. Goes high, goes for 2. Lynn Shackelford. 44-37. Assist Mike Warren. Power forward. E. Offensive column for the big E. That's a 4. It's not good. Elvin Hayes not getting a lot of shots. That's only his 6th attempt. Rebound, offensive small forward 10. Defensive small forward 10 plus a die. We're going to give that one to Lynn Shackelford. Ball goes the shooting guard. That's going to be Warren, defended by Chaney. Oh, team defense. Excuse me. No goodbye. You pick your poison. Miss a shot or get the ball stolen from you. And it's just a missed shot for Warren, rebounded by the defensive team. And that'll be Houston's 2nd team rebound. Small forward. Lee, 2 or better? Yes, he is. No good by Theodis Lee. Rebound, high offense versus high defense. High offense is at 25 of Hayes. Defense, Lou Alcindor. Alcindor, 11 points, 11 rebounds. Power forward, Lacey. 5 or better? No, but there's a 5 there, and there's a 5 there. We're going to go to Lou. Lou's going in. 10, he scores! Alcindor. Haven't seen him shoot the ball well in either game, but obviously well enough that they're up by 9. He has 13 points and 11 boards. Oh, whoops. I got to stop flipping first. That's the way other games work. Point guard. 3 or better on offense? No, but we have a 3 in Lee and a 3 in Hayes and a 3 in Chaney. We're going to give it to Lee. 3. Turnover, Theodis Lee. Ball goes to the center. Team defense, that's Houston. Defense, 7, not enough to stop Alcindor, who's 3 for 4 to start the half. 48-37. His best streak of the entire series. Power forward, Hayes. Team defense, 9. That's going to be a block by Alcindor. Yeah, that's going to be Hayes, blocked by Alcindor. Rebound, shooter versus defender. So, shooter, power forward, 25, defender. We're going to call it Alcindor because it was a block by Lou. And we'll give it to sweet Lou Alcindor on that basis. Ball goes the point guard. Lucius, offense, that's an 11, no. Missed by Alcindor. Rebound, offensive shooting guard. 3, defensive shooting guard. Chaney clears the board. Houston with just 2 points in the half. Ball goes into Spain. Spain's going up. That's a 5. Good. Ken Spain. 48-39. That's a huge one. Assisted by George Reynolds. Ball goes to the center. Sweet Lou. Offensive column. That's a 5. It's good. Lou Alcindor on one of those streaks of his where he can just run it up. UCLA did this in the last game. Assist Allen. They just ran the score up. Scored nearly 100 points. Small forward. Offense. That is Lee. Offensive column. 10. No. Lee continues his struggles. And Hayes does not get the board. Offensive small forward 10. Defensive point guard 19 for Lucius Allen. Great rebounding guard. Gets the ball to Edgar. Edgar defended by Hayes. That's an 11. It's a steal. Turnover, Lacey. Big E with the steal, and he's going to go with the fast break as he will. 5. Good. Slam dunk for the Big E. Big E with 8. Just 8 points. Assisted by Reynolds. 50-41. Power forward. Edgar, team defense of Houston. That's a 10. Another basket. They're scoring pretty well on the Houston defense. 52-41. Assisted by Shackelford. Back to Houston. Shooting guard. Team defense. UCLA stops him. Missed by Chaney. His first field goal attempt missed. 3 for 4. Rebounded by defensive shooting guard Mike Warren. Been a good 5-minute run for the Bruins. Shooting guard, defense. Warren over Chaney. 4. That's a foul on Chaney, and that's his second. So, what do we got? Point guard, 5 minutes in. It's going to go to the point guard, and that will be Lucius Allen. Team defense, no good by Lucius. Rebounded by offensive point guard versus defensive point guard, and George Reynolds is a great rebounding guard, so we're going to give him the board. Power forward, Big E, team defense, UCLA. Blocked by Alcindor again. Rebound, off to power forward, 2 dice. He grabs it. Big E's going to grab his own rebound. Go up strong. That's a 7, dunks it. 2 for 5.5 for the Big E. 52-43. Point guard, Allen. Offense, 9 draws the foul. That's going to be on the 3. That's Ken Spain's second foul. 2 shots for Lucius. 9, it's short. 10, it's good. Allen with 1 point for UCLA, 53-43. Reynolds, 1 or better on offense? No, but we know Lee, Hayes, and Chaney. It's going to be Lee. Good! Theodis Lee, 2 for 4 this half. Trying to get his team back in. It's an 8-point game, and no assist. All goes, oops, nope, I gotta watch this for a small forward. Team defense. Okay. Shackelford, 6, no good. Rebound offensive power forward versus defensive power forward. Just forget it. Elvin Hayes has grabbed that rebound without a problem. He has 6 rebounds and 10 points. Shooting guard offense. Chaney scores. The great Don Chaney cuts that lead to 6. Center. Big Lou. 8. He misses on that 6 and 8 thing again. Rebound. Offensive power forward. 12. Defensive small forward. 15. Good battle, but Lee is going to win that battle. Gives it to Reynolds. Team defense of UCLA there. Another block by Alcindor. Missed by Reynolds. Big Lou's 3rd block of the half. Rebound. Offensive center, Spain. Spain's going up with it. 5, it's good. Ken Spain puts it down. 53-49. They've battled back. Small forward, Shackelford. Offense. Turnover for Shackelford. Here comes Houston. They're not giving up. Point guard. Reynolds. Defensive. Lucius. That's a 5. That's a foul on Allen, his 3rd. First team foul. Small forward. Lee. Offense. Good. Theodis Lee. It's a 2-point game. No assists. Shooting guard. Offense for Warren. No good by Warren. Rebound. Offensive shooting guard versus defensive point guard. It's definitely going to be George Reynolds. Ball goes to Reynolds. Offense. He's a deadly offensive performer. Assist. Great pass by George Reynolds. And they've come all the way back To tie the game, Elvin Hayes credited with 2. Big E with 12 points and 6 rebounds. Plenty of game left. UCLA had a 10-point lead. And it's down. It's now tied. Shooting guard, Warren, offense. 10. It's good. Mike Warren for 2. Big basket. Snaps the streak. Assist shooting guard 6, if not power forward. No. Point guard, Reynolds, offense. 5, draws the foul. And it's on the 5, which is Lucius Allen's 4th foul. Lucius with the foul. It's his 4th. And I may have to read the rules about playing safe. Houston ball. It's center, Ken Spain. Team defense, UCLA 5. Offensive foul on Spain, his 3rd. UCLA with a narrow lead. Point guard, Lucius Allen. 2, basket for Lucius Allen. He'll be playing safe. This is power forward 6. Nope. 57-53. Ball goes to Lee. Defense. Shackelford forces the pass unless a 2-7 Hayes. Yes. Hayes defense. 2. Pass. Unless he gets it himself. Nope. Small forward Lee. Offense. 9. Assist. Otis Lee. Playing much better in the second half. 57-55. Basket goes to 4, which will be George Reynolds. Reynolds with his 12th point to tie Hayes for team leadership in scoring. 57-55. Ball goes into Big Lou. Team defense of Houston. 2. That's going to be a foul. Hey, let's see what's on. Ken Spain's 4th. Well, we'll be playing him safe for a bit as well. So, Lou Alcindor's going to go to the line for 2 shots. 8-0. 5 good. So, Lou Alcindor, 18 points, 12 rebounds, 58-55. And the ball's going into Ken Spain. Offensive column. That's a 7. No good by Spain. Rebound, offensive small forward. That's going to be Lee. Snags the board. He's going up. No good. Rebound, defensive small forward. Lynn Shackelford with the rebound. And Lynn keeps the ball. 4 or better than on offense. That'll be Alcindor or Allen. We'll go Sweet Lou. 2, basket for Lou Alcindor. Scoring machine now with 20 points and 12 rebounds. UCLA up by 5. Shooting guard, that's going to be Chaney. Team defense. 11, that's going to be a pass. And 7, it's going to go to Hayes, so they're still going to use the team defense. 7, no good by the Big E. Rebound, offensive center, 2 dice. Well, that's only going to get him 25. Alcindor is going to control the boards. 13 rebounds now for Big Lou, center. Team defense of Houston. 11, no good by Sweet Lou. Rebounded by shooter versus defender. Well, let's see. Defender, you got a 31. Defender, nope, it's going to be Sweet Lou. Offensive rebound. Going to go up. 9, count it. Alcindor with another big basket. A much better offensive performance this game. It's 62-55. UCLA with 10 minutes to play. All right, 10 minutes remaining. Game 2 of this best-of-3 series. Houston trailing by 7. Shooting 45% from the field. They are led by Elvin Hayes, 12 points. on 12 shots, and George Reynolds 12 points on 8 shots. Theodis Lee has contributed 12 rebounds, but it's only 4 of 14 from the floor for Houston. For UCLA, Lou Alcindor is up to 10 for 21 from the floor after a miserable start. 2 of 4 from the line, 22 points, 14 rebounds. He has displayed some great defense in the second half with 3 block shots. Lucius Allen is going to sit for another maybe 3 minutes with his 4 fouls. I've also got Ken Spain going to the bench with his 4 fouls as well. So Mike Lynn's going to replace Lynn Shackelford for a few minutes as well. So we'll see what happens. Houston needs to win this to send it to Game 3. UCLA looking to shut them down. And Elvin Hayes and the Cougars have the ball. It's going to go to the small forward, which was the last card here. So the small forward is Theodis Lee. And the defender's Mike Lynn. A little bit of a foul-prone guy, but I took the chance. 3, that's a foul. So that's the 3rd team foul. Non-shooter, power forward. Carlos Bell, Hayes in the middle right now. Offensive column for Bell. He's a good offensive player. 2, he's going to pass it. Unless it's Elvin Hayes 2-7, it's not. Point guard, Reynolds. Defense is Warren, replacing Allen. Steal, turnover Reynolds. And that's a steal by Warren. Warren's going to take it. Here he goes, 7, he scores. Mike Warren, who had a great streak in Game 1. 64-55, a huge basket by UCLA. Chaney, offense, 10, pass, well, we get Hayes. Nope, don't get Hayes 2-7. Point guard, Reynolds, offense, 3, pass, unless it's Hayes. Nope, small forward, Lee, offense, misfires. Tough possession there. That took a lot of time off the clock. Rebound, defensive center, Lou Alcindor. Give him 15 rebounds on the night. He has the ball on offense, going in. 10, he scores again. Lou Alcindor. You can't stop him. 66-55. This is the streak that the Houston Cougars dreaded. Alcindor with 24 points, 15 rebounds. He averaged 26-2 that year. So he's getting close to that average already. Power forward. Defense, Bell over Lacey. That's a 10. Steal by Lacey. Bell turns it over. Edgar Lacey quit on the team after the original game of the century. He's playing here. So Lacey, he's going to go coast to coast. What do we get? It's a 10. It's no good. Rebound, offensive point guard plus a die. I have a feeling that George Reynolds is a great rebounding guard, and they're going to give him the ball. Goes into the Big E. Defenders Alcindor, 6. Well, he's going to get the ball. If it's 2-7, it is. Going to go right back up. Pass, going to go 2-7. Nope. Point guard, Reynolds. Defense, 6. Steal, turnover Reynolds. And Mike Warren is trying to put the Cougars out of this game. Fast break, 9 assist. Mike Warren with a beautiful play. 68-55. That basket's going to go to the 4. Mike Lynn off the bench for 2. So it's 68-55. We're going to go to Carlos Bell, who has a pretty good offensive card there. It's a 10 assist. Carlos Bell with a good pass. And right back. 68-57. That basket's going to go to 1. Don Duck Chaney. Give him double digits. 10 points. Assist. Good. Shooting guard. Warren. Team defense of Houston. No good. UCLA is up to 45% from the field, though. Way up from the first half. Rebound. Defensive power forward. Going to go to Bell. Trying to make a little run here. Shooting guard. It is Chaney. Team defense of UCLA. 7. No good by Chaney. Rebound defensive small forward. It's going to be Mike Lynn. Lynn, who does have 10 points and 5 rebounds now, point guard. Warren, team defense again, 4. That's a miss by Warren. Rebound defensive point guard, that's going to be Reynolds. Point guard, George. 2 or better on offense? No, but we have 3 guys that are close. Elvin Hayes, 9. Draws the foul. We're going to give that one to 4. Mike Lynn, his 3rd. And that's a 4th team foul. Hayes, a 2-shot foul. Here he goes to the free throw stripe. Good. Good. Elvin Hayes makes a pair of free throws. He only has 14 points. Man who averages 37 points a game. Timeout, Houston. Come the Cougs. Shooting guard, Chaney. Offense, 9. Good. Don Chaney keeping the game interesting. 68-61. About 6.5 minutes to play. No assist. Small forward, it's Mike Lynn. Team defense, it's an 8. No good by Lynn. Rebound offensive small forward, 2 dice. 9 and 7 is 16. Yes, Lynn gets the offensive board. He's going to go up strong. 6, no good. Lynn's gotten a lot of shots up per minute played. Rebound defense. 3rd team rebound for Houston. Power forward offense. Carlos Bell, 8, no. Misfire by Bell. Rebound defensive power forward Edgar Lacey. Let's see what it's going to be. Lacey with the ball. Defender is Bell. 9. Steal. Turnover Lacey. All those fouls, and Bell gets the swipe on that defensive column. He's going to take it all the way to. It's going to be a pass. 7 to be Hayes' defense of Alcindor. 4. Well, let's see. It's 2 to 7. No. Small forward Lee. Offense. Lee loves to shoot it. 11. Draws the foul. And it's going to be on Mike Warren, his 2nd. 5th team foul. Theodis Lee with 2 shots. 8. 2 to 6 and 8. Not great. Misses the 2nd one. 68-62. They keep closing in. Rebound, defensive power forward. That's Edgar Lacey. Gives it off to Ken Heights, the shooting guard, defender. 6, steal by Don Chaney. Turnover Heights. The comeback is on again. Chaney, breakaway, 7, no. One of his only, well, he's missed 3 in this half. I take that back. Rebound. Offensive power forward Bell. Goes up 5. Misfires. No good by Bell. Rebound. Offensive power forward Bell. Gonna go up one more time. 7. It's good. Carlos Bell. That gives him 7 points, and the game is only a 4-point game. This game is just ebbs and flows. Power forward, Lacey. Team defense again. That's not easy. 7. It's good, though. Lacey somehow manages on that Houston Cougar team defensive card. 70-64. Getting down to the 5-minute mark here. Center E defended by Alcindor. Stolen. Turnover Hayes. Steal by Big Lou. Lou's going to take it coast to coast. 11. Assist. Alcindor shows off his passing skills like a point guard. 72-64. A huge play by Big Lou. Edgar Lacey with his 6th point of the half. He reaches double digits. Shooting guard, Chaney. Defender, Heights. 3. Steal. Turnover, Chaney. The turnovers are getting him. That is 19 turnovers to just 10 for the Bruins. Heights with the steal. He's going to try to take it coast to coast. 2. Fouled. Going to call that one on the big E, and that's 3 on the big E. And the 5th team foul, Heights, 2 shots. Good. Good. A little run there by UCLA, and that lead that was down to 4 is back up to 10 points. 5 minutes to play in game 2. 5 minutes to play, 74-64. Nobody's playing safe. If Allen fouls out or Spain, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. The point guard is going to get the ball based on this last card we have. Final 5 minutes. Houston's going to have to get some production out of the Big E, Elvin Hayes, who is stuck on 14 points for a guy who averaged 37 points per outing. All right. Point guard, George Reynolds. Defense of Allen. Steal, turnover, Reynolds. They are just hemorrhaging turnovers. That's 20 turnovers. Allen with the steal and the break. And a miss. Rebound off the shooting guard, 2 dice. That's a 9, but Don Chaney gets the re. Here comes Spain in the middle, defended by Alcindor. 7, that's a pass. But no, it's actually Hayes' defense. 11, Lacey fouls him, his 4th. Team foul number 6. Ball goes to Spain. Team defense of UCLA, that's a 10. And it's good. Spain for 2. Down to 8. Ball goes to Mike Lynn. Offensive column. No good by Lynn. I should probably get Shackelford back in there maybe. Rebound. Offensive power forward Lacey. He's got 4 fouls, so maybe Lacey will just foul out. 12. Defensive point guard 12. And look at that, George Reynolds grabbing a big board. Ball goes to the shooter. Chaney, offensive column, it's a 9. Good! Chaney has been on today. 74-68, keeping it close. No assist. Oh, whoops. Small forward defense. Lynn over Lee, that's a 9, that's a pass. Unless I roll a 2 or 3. No. Shooting guard. Warren, defensive Chaney, that's a vacuum. Steal by Chaney. Turnover Warren. This Houston team will not give in or give up. Chaney breakaway. 6. No good. Big miss. Rebounded by Warren. Ball goes to the point guard. Team defense. That's a 4. No good by Lucius. Rebound, offensive small forward, defensive power forward, the Big E. Powers that rebound. Gets it to Spain. Defender is Lou. Pass unless it's the Big E. Yes. Defense, Lacey. 9's a steal. Turnover, Hayes. Steal by Lacey. Lacey's going to go coast to coast. It's a 7. It's 2. Big basket by Lacey, who's only missed 2 shots. He is now 6 for 8. UCLA, assisted by Lucius Allen. 12 points, Lacey. 12 points, Allen. Here comes Ken Spain. Offensive column. 7, it's not good. Rebound. Offensive power forward Hayes, 25. Defensive center, 33. That one's going to belong to Lou Alcindor. 16 boards. Hands it to Lucius. 3 or better. Yes. 2, basket. Lucius Allen scores. Assist, center 11, no. And it's now 78-68. And I'm going to make a quick change. Shackelford returning For UCLA, Lynn Shackelford. Power forward, Hayes. Offensive column, the Big E cannot hit on that one. He's got 14 points and 7 boards, way below his season averages. Offensive shooting guard, Chaney clears the offensive rebound, and he's going up. He's been shooting well. 5 assists. Don Chaney puts it in. 78-70. Basket's going to go to 3. Theodis Lee set at least a decent second half, but really only has 11 points to go with 12 rebounds. Shooting guard. Ball goes to Mike Warren. Offense. 5 miss. Warren is only 2 for 7 this half. Rebound offensive small forward Shackelford versus the defensive small forward. Theodis Lee is a great rebounder at the small forward slot. 13 boards, gets the ball to Spain. Team defense of UCLA stops him. A miss by Spain. Rebound, Lou. Another board. UCLA hitting 44%, Houston 44%. Small forward, Shackelford, defended by Lee. That's 9, that's a pass, unless I throw a 2 or 3, no. Shooting guard, Warren. 4 or better. Yeah, he is. 9, assist, Mike Warren. Basket, gonna go to 3. 1, 2, 3. Lynn Shackelford for 2. 80-70. UCLA looking to wrap up this series. Small forward. Lee, defender. Shackelford pass unless it goes to Hayes. Nope. Point guard Reynolds. 8. Assist. George Reynolds. Another assist for him. About 6 assists. 80-72. Basket goes to 3. Ken Spain on the game. Spain with 12. Shooting guard. Warren. Offense. 7. It's good. Mike Warren. Productive. Assist. Nobody. Power forward. Big E. Team defense of UCLA. 9. Blocked by Alcindor. Give him his 4th block of the half. Rebound offensive power forward. That will be Elvin Hayes. Desperately trying to score, and he does. The Big E puts the ball in the hoop. It's 80-74. Can't count out those Cougs. Power forward. Lacey. Offense. 5. He's going to pass unless it's a 2 or 3, which is not. Small forward. Shackelford. Team defense. Misfire by Lynn. Houston running out of time. About a minute and a half. Rebound. High offensive forward. 12. High versus high forward. Hayes grabs the rebound. Goes to Hayes. Offense. Good. 80-76. The Big E making a charge with his team. Assisted by Theodis Lee. Timeout. All right. Power forward. It's going to be Edgar Lacey trying to carry him home. Offense. 5. Pass. Unless it's a 2 or 3. No. Small forward. Shackelford running out of time. 1 or better. No. But there are 3 guys with at least a 5. We're going to go Lou Alcindor offense, trying to put it away. 5, good. Alcindor, 26-17. UCLA by 6. This one is pretty much in the books. UCLA is going to advance to the second round of the Super Centers Tournament. Point guard, team defense. Offensive foul, George Reynolds. That'll do it. Reynolds with just 2 points in the second half on 2 shots. Ball goes into Alcindor. Defender is Spain. 12, and it's a pass unless I roll 2 to 3. No, and there is your final score. It's actually 84-76. UCLA over Houston. Houston gave a valiant effort, did not get blown out like in game 1 of this series, but it's a best of 3, and 1968 UCLA wins 2 straight. Hayes finished 8 of 16, 2 of 2 from the line, did not take enough shots. 5 turnovers, 9 rebounds. Theodis Lee, 11 points, 13 rebounds, but only 5 of 16. Ken Spain, 12 points, 12 shots. George Reynolds, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Don Chaney, 14 points, 7 boards, 4 assists on 7 for 11. Had a good game with 4 steals, 4 of the 8 steals. UCLA shot 45%. Houston just a shade under 46. Lynn Shackelford, 4 of 9, 8 points, 4 rebounds. Edgar Lacey, 12 points on 6 of 8 shooting. Alcindor had a super game, 26 points, 17 rebounds, 12 of 23 from the floor, 4 block shots. Lucius Allen, 5 of 11, 14 points, made 4 of 6 free throws. And Ken Heights came off the bench, made 4 free throws for all 4 of his points. Mike Lynn took 13 shots, only made 5, had 6 rebounds and 10 points. Overall team stats, I will say 50-41 Houston on the backboards. Everybody on Houston can rebound except whoever is playing against Lou Alcindor, I guess. And then they had 8 steals to 15 for UCLA, 1 block to 5 blocks for UCLA, 22 turnovers to 11 for UCLA. And it was just one of those games where UCLA slowly crept away. Houston made a couple charges, but it was not enough. So there you have it. Final score, UCLA 84, Houston 76. This has been Rod's Tabletop Hoops.